The Sovereign, the Ravagers. They all want us dead.
That's a really bad sign.
The Guardians must be destroyed.
Hit me with your best shot.
Oh, wow. I know. That almost hit me. Get tickets now.
Hey YouTubers, new Guardians footage, let's break it down, hyping up a Ravagers fight, so I'll explain that, but James Gunn also revealed a whole bunch of new information, so I have a special video that I cut down from him. If you're new to the channel, I do Marvel and DC videos every week, be sure to subscribe to get everything, and leave all your requests in the comments below. So what they're basically hyping up is that the Ravagers will be one of the big antagonists of the film, in addition to the Sovereign, which is basically a stand-in for the group in the comics that are responsible for creating Adam Warlock. So there's your big Adam Warlock Easter egg. That's why they're all colored gold to look like Adam Warlock. And if you didn't spot him here, there's a giant Easter egg. They haven't revealed that he's part of the movie. Now this isn't Adam Warlock, but this is Ben Browder from Farscape. James Gunn is just like a huge Farscape fan, so he tried to fit him into the movie. So we don't know who he's playing, what his role is. He looks like some sort of military man, but put all your conspiracy theories in the comments below. It's just, I don't think he's supposed to be Adam Warlock. But James Gunn did this big Q&A that I cut down where he talks about the Collector, the characters that are going to be in the future films, the spin-off movie that he's talking about for Rocket and Groot. So I'm going to play that video. It's a couple minutes long. Pay attention because he reveals some really cool stuff, but I'll recap that at the end of this.
Are we going to get a Groot spin-off movie? Who knows? I mean, you know, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do different spin-offs from Guardians, and we'll see who those are. I have a lot of ideas about what would be potentially true if I stick around. Is this Groot the same Groot from the last film, and does he have the same memories and feelings? No, he is not the same Groot. He does not have the same memories. He does not have the memories of adult Groot. Is Vin doing the voice of Baby Groot? Yes, he is. He is totally doing the voice. He's already done it. Do I miss working with Benicio? I do. I just talked to Benicio a couple weeks ago. He's a great actor, great guy. The Collector wasn't right for the story of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 because although it's incredibly enormous film, it's a much smaller film in certain ways with fewer amounts of characters, so he just didn't fit in. But I would love to work with Benicio and the Collector again. Guardians Volume 2 is a much bigger movie in so many ways, but again, in terms of the actual cast of characters, the amount of people in the movie, it's a much smaller size. In fact, I had to cut some cameos from the movie from friends of mine, which was awful to me and sucked, and so that's no fun. Any surprise characters in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Yes, there are. Quite a few. How many Easter eggs in the new film? There's quite a few. Quite a few. There's one we made yesterday, or finalized yesterday, that's really, truly pretty funny. The April Fool's joke of Stallone and Rosenbaum's roles, what do you think? I don't know. I mean, so an article came out on April Fool's Day that said Sylvester Stallone was playing Galactus and Michael Rosenbaum was playing the Silver Surfer in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Another April Fool's joke came out that said that, I got a sleeper in my eye, that said that the MCU and Star Wars universe were joining and that I had announced that in some big announcement. Both of those things, of course, are untrue. I have not revealed who Sylvester Stallone is playing in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I have not revealed who Michael Rosenbaum is playing in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. There are other people who we haven't revealed. So it was just kind of, I don't know, I guess, was it funny? I don't know. It was a way to get a lot of clicks. I guess that worked. Can Marvel make an R-rated movie if they want? I mean, we've discussed it before. We've talked about it. So when will we get Howard the Duck, or was that a tease only? Credit or a mid-credit scene, an end-credit scene does not mean that we are making a contract with the audience that those characters will have a solo film. For us, it was a fun thing. Will Howard the Duck reappear within the MCU? Probably. Does that mean there will be a Howard the Duck movie? Who knows? It's not incredibly likely, but you never know. There's a lot of movies left, a lot of characters left in the MCU, and there is as long as this world will last, which will hopefully be longer than some are afraid it will last right now. Are you excited about Captain Marvel? Yes, I'm very excited about Captain Marvel. I think Brie Larson is terrific. Somebody asked me, would I like to work with the Russo brothers on any other Marvel film? I, of course, am executive producing Infinity War, so I've been working a lot on that and making sure that the Guardians stay true to themselves and they speak correctly and speak like themselves and make the choices they would make in real life within their supporting roles within those movies. What was the craziest thing you pitched to Marvel that they approved without hesitation? I think a lot of things have been crazy. Obviously, having ego is such a big role in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was a big thing. I also think just pitching, when I first went in on Guardians of the Galaxy and pitched the idea of so much of the movie revolving around this Sony Walkman. And in fact, when I gave the folks at Marvel my very first treatment of the story that I was going to write, I put a picture at the top of the first page, which was the Sony Walkman. So it was incredibly important in the emotional story, and I think that was always a crazy thing for them to agree to. Now they're used to me pitching crazy things and accepting them, and we see a lot of really outlandish things in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that we're almost used to. When will we see the full track list for Awesome Mix Volume 2? Well, I know exactly when you're going to see it, unless it slips out early, and it's not too long. It's a couple weeks. And then you'll see the full track list and know everything about it. And we can talk more about that then.
So all really cool stuff, but what he's hyping up is that the Collector isn't in Guardians 2, but he's been confirmed in Atlanta while they're filming Infinity War. So it's like, okay, he is very definitely going to be part of that, because as an Elder of the Universe and the possessor of one of the Infinity Stones, he has a very important role to play. So just not going to be happening in Guardians 2.
The extraordinary strength. Observe. One down. 5 to go.
The Rocket and Groot spinoff sounds like more of a thing now. He was teasing that idea earlier instead of doing a direct Guardians sequel, but he says he does have an idea for the third Guardians film. So if you thought that he wasn't going to do any more Guardians films, that's probably not going to happen. But based on all the films they already have scheduled for Phase 3, it's pretty likely we won't see that for a long time. And then Howard the Duck. That was so fun. I loved that he was like, oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot more Howard the Duck in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so just keep your eyes peeled. But obviously he explained that the rumor about Silver Surfer Galactus, completely untrue. Most of you probably saw that and were like, yeah, that is definitely 100% fake, especially because it's on April Fool's. But even if you saw it on any other day, you probably wouldn't believe it, just because Kevin Feige himself has said that there have been no meaningful talks with Fox about any kind of crossover, just because they're blowing it up with Deadpool and all their rated R films. But I do like the idea that he said that Marvel has talked about doing a rated R film, so we can all guess about what that's going to be. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be making one during Phase 4. It just means that they've talked about the idea. So let me know in the comments, if they do a rated R character, what do you want them to do? Now keep in mind that Sony's talking about doing a Venom movie that's a Spider-Man character, so they have the rights to that. Marvel does not. So it'd have to be some big bankable team. Like you could do Thunderbolts as a rated R movie. Marvel has the rights to that. They could also do Moon Knight if they wanted to. Rated R Moon Knight would be badass. So let me know in the comments, what's your pick? Rated R Marvel film. But what's going to happen next is I'll post new Rick and Morty, new Flash Season 3 tomorrow. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back, so that video will probably post Wednesday morning. Hail Hydra. So while you wait for that, you can click here to learn about the special Jarvis AI that Iron Man built into Spider-Man's suit in Homecoming, and you can click here for brand new Rick and Morty. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys in the next video.